Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4 here at Trippy Commentaries. Oh no, what's wrong with Leon? C-Dub, is he going to be okay?
I certainly hope so, man. Hopefully that parasite they injected into us isn't working its way and making us turn here.
Damn. That can't be a good feeling to have this thing alive and probably getting bigger and stronger in your body. But perhaps it was just a dream. It's a figment of our imagination. Where the hell are we? Well, we look good enough, Corey. We must continue on. Try to find Ashley. Let's see what Hunnigan thinks about all this.
It's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I'm starting to get worried.
Must be lonely. Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has
Hunnigan seems very concerned.
talking about.
Let's see. I'm alright now. I'm gonna continue my mission.
Leon is a badass. Okay, so apparently we don't have much life here. Let's see what we have in this box. Last time, plenty of snakes attacked us. Got some gold here.
This time, it's just gold.
Yes, thank goodness. Hopefully, we will not come across any more deadly snakes. What do we have here? A note. An anonymous letter. An item hidden in the falls. And if we get it, we might be able to save Ashley. Oh boy. Apparently, Corey, there's something called an El Gigante that they have somewhere in the area. It doesn't sound good.
No, my Spanish isn't so great, but I do know that El Gigante means the giant.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
not going to be good.
Of course, we already visited the arena that we're going to face it a couple parts back. That will not be easy. I'm certainly not looking forward to that, as we probably are going to have to heal up a little bit. And I know we have a pretty intense section of the game upcoming, as it has started to rain. Like any great horror-themed movie or video game, it must be raining at nighttime. It's crucial for the ambiance. Let's see what we have here in our inventory, Corey. We're really not looking that great. I do have some TMP ammo, so perhaps we will want to get a new TMP gun pretty soon. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just use this one green herb for now. We're out of the black bass. We're out of chicken eggs, so it's going to become a little bit more challenging heading forward. Hopefully we can find the, I think it was a key or something like that they promised beyond the lake. The hell? Something's wrong with this guy. Oh, fuck. Well, this is the introduction to a new type of enemy here. Now, let me see if I can remember what the menu screen is. Here it is. I haven't played this game in a couple days now. This is why I saved all these flash grenades. I'll kind of show off one here. These guys, as long as you throw down, you want to definitely get some distance away from them. As long as you have a flash grenade and throw it down, it will kill them right away. So definitely good to know. Of course, in that situation, we only had one coming at us, so it wasn't too crucial, but definitely good to know, as I don't think they really tell you about that for a while.
Yeah, that's a must know. I mean, we had a ton of grenades there, thankfully, so we can employ those to good use. Now, RJ, will that kill multiple enemies of that type at once?
Yeah, definitely. So, like in this case where I only have one of them, I'm going to try to take my chances. These guys are bastards. They have an extremely long reach. As you can see, they're pretty deadly. And you have no choice but to do a headshot. Here we have a green herb, so that's good because we just had to use one. So we replenished that right away. Let's see what we have upcoming. Looks like a fast-moving river. Wow. I'll say it again. I know I mentioned it earlier on in the playthrough, but this village area of the game, to me, it is the best area of the entire game. This is awesome. You can tell they put so much time into the environment. It feels so realistic. The only downside that I have is that at this point of the game, you're really forced to use the pistol quite a bit. So unfortunately, you don't have anything really that great to use. Later on in the playthrough, hopefully we won't have to use the pistol too much.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Alright, what's going on here? Now this is a pretty challenging area. It's pretty big. We're going to have to shoot these boxes down to create platforms. There's going to be a lot of zombies coming to kill us. Let's do some James Bond-esque rope climbing there. Head down to this portion where I know there's going to be a lot of zombies. C-Dub, now the Los Plagos, I believe they're called, they're definitely evolving inside of the Ganados, the enemies that we're coming across, the villagers, the not zombies. Oh, damn you. That's a blind side shot. Not fair. Man, that really surprised me when they started coming out with all these evolutions, because a familiar theme we're going to have with this playthrough is that this game introduces so many new things that we've never seen in the Resident Evil series. They just took it all to the next level, and it's just so cool how you think that you have everything under control. You know, you think you understand the tendencies of these the villagers here, but then they get all these new abilities. They become harder and harder, and you just always have that feeling of being overwhelmed.
Yeah, most definitely. Some of these enemies, especially the bosses, are great at giving you that real sense of panic. Which, I mean, they did a fantastic job on this game. They really amped up the action level. Of course, the survival horror element is still there somewhat, but whenever you compare it to some of the classics like Resident Evil 1, this is way more action-packed. There's a lot more to learn. As you said, the different evolutions of the enemies is pretty crazy. I know it cost me a lot of lives on my very first playthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we're doing pretty good so far. It's going to get a little bit more difficult, but I think we can handle it. Alright, there is a treasure over there. Looks like I almost had it. I'll probably wait till we get a little bit closer, as I don't want to waste too much ammo here. Hold still, Leon. Damn it. He's got the jitters, but rightfully so. Alright, we have another box up here. Let's shoot this down. Kind of makes a strange clanking sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that on the playthrough there on YouTube. Let's go ahead and head back to the left, see if we can get this treasure. That's really crucial to get as much treasure as possible. Get your cache up, because that's what enables you to get the bigger caches, the boxes there, as well as the better weapons. Where is it? Where the hell? Have you been playing any more Resident Evil over there on the PS3, Corey? How's it been treating you on the PlayStation? I know it was originally released for the GameCube, but it was released on the PS3 not too far after, so I'm sure you're playing that version. I know you got the digital copy.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I've just worked our way up to the fight we saw with the Del Lago, the giant salamander beast mutation.
Oh, how'd you do?
I vanquished it, thankfully. I threw a hell of a lot of harpoons and spears, whatever they were. I ended up finally getting the upper hand, and so I'm pretty well caught up as far as being right around the same place that we are in this playthrough.
Nice. Very nice. Yes, we obliterated Del Lago already, so we made it past that boss. One of the stranger boss battles in the game, they get a little bit more intense, I have to say. That one is pretty much just a mini game. It is a little crazy when you have Del Lago kind of closing in on you, and you have to mash the X button. Yes, we have opened up the waterfall. They said that there would be a sacred item behind it, so let's go check it out. But I promise you guys, for those of you who haven't played Resident Evil 4, the boss battles get so much more crazy. I mean, there's some incredible stuff that we're going to be facing off against. I believe there's a couple named the Chainsaw Sisters, or the Chainsaw Twins. They're not too easy, so we'll be going against them here pretty soon as well. Oh, damn it, Corey, we're surrounded.
Oh, man, this does not look good.
Let's retreat. Jump over the boxes. Now, here's the thing. You can knock them into the water rather easily, but that's not really the best thing because they actually, when they fall in the water, you do not get their items. So, kind of a double-edged sword there. It's nice to take them out easily and not using too many of your ammo, but I think we'll use a grenade, just blow them up. That seems to work just as good. And we're going to have to make sure to reload this. Oh, damn it. Equip the shotgun. Certainly a cumbersome way to change weapons here. Let's get these guys down by shooting them in the knee. Always essential. Perfect. Ninja kick this guy. And it looks like we got most of them out of the way. Corey, what dangers do you think lie inside the waterfall?
I don't know, man. Hopefully it's something, as they said, that's going to lead us toward rescuing Ashley. Because, I mean, that is pretty much our prime objective here, is to rescue the president's daughter. I mean, that's the mission we were sent on. Leon has been infected with some sort of parasite, but he is continuing his mission. Props to Leon S. Kennedy. The S stands for, let's see, super fucking awesome. How about that?
Perfect. He's certainly a badass motherfucker. Apparently the item that is going to unlock the church can be found inside this cave behind the waterfall. We know Ashley is in the church. Nice, as we picked up the amber ring. I seem to think there might be an extra treasure around here that maybe we did not get, but whatever, who cares? Who needs it? Let's move forward. Now, Corey, the first Resident Evil game I ever played was this game, Resident Evil 4. So this was the game that really got me interested in the series. And then after that, I actually played a lot of the other games for the first time with you. What was the first Resident Evil game that you played?
That would have been the original back on the PS1. I remember, I think I've told this story before in the playthrough, but a buddy of mine went out, and this was back when, of course, you could go to your local mom and pop video and video game rental store, and I sent him out to get Twisted Metal because, I mean, come on, it's Twisted Metal. It looks awesome. And he comes back and says, well, they didn't have Twisted Metal, but they had this, Resident Evil. And, man, I've been hooked ever since. I mean, I've been a fan since probably 96, 97.
Nice. So we just picked up the insignia, the emblem that will open up the, it will actually open up the church, so that's pretty cool. Now, I will tell you guys, spoiler warning, this boat right here is going to lead to the other side of the cavern. When we exit that cavern, we will come across the merchant, as well as El Gigante. So, yeah, the time is now. We must take him on. But back to your history here with Resident Evil, Corey. How long from after you played Resident Evil, the original, of course, did it take you to get to RE2?
I played Resident Evil 2 right around the time of the release. I was one of those people who, rather than going with the Nintendo 64, I chose for Christmas that year. I wanted the Sony PlayStation, and so I got it. And Resident Evil 2, of course, the 2 discs. Each character, both Claire and Leon, have the 2 scenarios. I mean, it's basically like 4 games in one, or at least it seemed that way whenever I played it right around the time it was released. I remember that they packed in with Resident Evil Director's Cut on the PlayStation, a demo of Resident Evil 2. And man, I mean, ever since playing that, I mean, there was huge anticipation for the game. I can't stress enough how big, how big of a release it was, how highly anticipated it was. and it's still one of my favorites. I beat it not too long ago on the PS3, along with Resident Evil 3, which was a game that I had played for the first time.
Nice, and I know, of course, there is Resident Evil Code Veronica as well. That game, I think, was released on the Dreamcast. Now, it is available on the Xbox Live Store, so I will pick that one up, so that way we can play that one eventually. But, of course, we also talked about on the playthrough, they announced a Resident Evil 1 remake of sorts for the next-gen consoles. Me and Corey are extremely excited for that. We will be getting that game day one and starting the playthrough day one. So I think that's how we'll handle Resident Evil 1. I'm sure we'll end up playing the classic original version as well. Now here we are at the Merchant. Let's see how we're doing here. We have plenty of money, Corey. Very nice. We managed to save quite a bit of money here. Let's see. I guess we should see what jewels we have to sell first. Always good to talk to the trader here, one of my favorite characters in the game.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, RJ, I believe he said that we have shot enough of the medallions to claim our special prize.
Did he really say that? I thought we missed one. I was watching the playthrough back. I'll be surprised if we got enough. That would be pretty sweet. Let's sell that. Let's see. I'm sure this antique pipe could come in handy for Leon through his stressful voyage, but we're going to have to sell it anyways. He's going to have to use a can or something like that. Gold bangle with pearls. I'll buy it at a high price. Someone needs to make a meme out of that. The amber ring looks pretty nice, but only girly men wear rings, so let's sell that. The Beerstein and Elegant Mask can also have some additional items added to it or jewels, so hold on to those for now. Now we have quite a bit of money here, Corey. What do you think about us buying? Oh, and it looks like you're right, C-Dub. Excellent. We did unlock the Punisher. That is awesome. I thought we forgot a couple of emblems back there. Let's go ahead and buy it. That's sick.
Punisher on the house.
Yeah, that's sick as hell. Yeah, technically we don't have to really buy it. We have to just get it. But we're going to have to sell the handgun here first. Where is it? Here it is. It's done well for a C-Dub. We've gotten many kills up to this point with it, but we're going to have to bid it adieu because we're about to upgrade it and get something even better. Let's let's get the Punisher. One of my favorite comic book heroes. Not bad.
Mine is.
So we have a pretty good shotgun here. I know we eventually get the upgraded shotgun. I think it's called the Striker. Really good. We do have plenty of handgun ammo here. Of course, we are coming up on El Gigante, so it's going to be a little bit scary, which means we're going to want to buy the TMP if possible. So let's see if we can perhaps make some extra room. I'm going to mess with the inventory here for a second, guys. I'll meet you guys when I'm done. Alright, so I moved everything around. Seems to be pretty good, and I think we should have enough to actually buy the TMP, or at least enough room so that way we can store it. There it is. Now this gun should stay with us for a while. There's a lot of upgrades for it. Will it fit in? Yes, it will, right there. And we have 100 bullets for right there, so definitely something that probably will come in handy in our battle against this very challenging and very memorable boss. We also are going to want to upgrade some of our weaponry here, as we have plenty of money. Now that we have a pistol that we're going to keep for a while, let's go ahead and upgrade the firepower right away, as well as the firing speed, the reload speed, and the capacity as well. The shotgun, I think we'll save up the money. This thing seems to be plenty powerful right now. I think it'll take us through until we get to the castle. Then we'll have the new shotgun we can buy, and then we'll worry about upgrading that. We just bought the TMP. This is something we really want to upgrade because it's kind of weak at first. Lucky for us, we have plenty of money to do so, but we're not going to be able to upgrade it anymore until we get to the next merchant. So there you have it, guys. We are ready to go. We're going to face off against a giant. Definitely can't wait for that. Hopefully I don't get my ass kicked. Corey, I'm sure it's going to be our first really, really big, no pun intended, challenge here in Resident Evil 4.
Oh, yeah. If our last battles were any indication, with the large mutated salamander del Lago, I can only imagine what kind of horrors we're going to stumble upon next.